Let's have some fun. I stopped over to see my good friend Don Scott yesterday. I noticed this pedal sitting there. I'm like, what's going on with that? And he had not tested it yet, so he said I could take it for a little bit. So this is an MXR Rockman X100 pedal. You might be familiar with the Rockman X100. It was a kind of a guitar amp, a headphone amp, developed by Tom Scholz, who was the main creative driver behind the band Boston, which I loved. I love that guitar work. I love that guitar sound. I couldn't wait to get one of those, and I did use one in like the late 80s and early 90s. One thing about them is there's a lot of buzz, a lot of hum, a lot of noise, but it does have that unmistakable kind of pretty close to the sound used on the Boston albums. So from that Scholz research company, he had a lot of good products. But so MXR has made a small version of it because those Rockmans are they're old and they're kind of hard to get and probably failing components, etc. So I'm just gonna figure this out on the fly. What we got here is an input, a 9-volt, 9-volt power source jack, and then an output. Then here we have a chorus on off. Here's our input gain and our overall volume. Then there's a preset you can scroll through, I assume, which is clean, maybe clean 2, it's pretty small, clean 1, clean 2, I don't know. Edge and distortion, you got your on off. I think I can figure it out, so I'll plug in a guitar. This is the actual Strat I used in road bands in the early 90s. And so I assume this is going to hum and buzz. So here's, oh, look at that nice blue light, on off. And then I'm going to hook into my trusty Vibro Champ. Oh boy, better start with a clean sound. And I better tune because this guitar's been a little unreliable. Ugh. Well, yeah, good. Getting some signal there. So I think this is going to be a problem. So here's clean 1. Get rid of this delay. I always have delay on. Kind of a compressed, very clean sound. Let's add that chorus. Not too much hum or buzz, so let's take that chorus off. Alright, let's hit that little button. We'll hop up to, so that was clean 1, now we're on clean 2, gives a little light green. Clean 1 has a blue light, clean 2 has a light green. So let's hear clean 2. Sounds like it has kind of a spike in the treble and a scoop in the mid-range. Let's hit that chorus. Cool. And it's got some compression, I hear. In the 80s, that was the killer sound, especially if you have a Strat and you can get like a 2 pickup sound. A real true MTV kind of sound. Alright, let's be bold and hit the next preset. This is yellow for edge. We'll take the chorus off. Scorching. I'll take the volume down a hair. I'm going to boost the input gain. Wow. Let's add the chorus. Alright. Yep, there's some hum in there, some buzz, but I expected that. So I think I used to just plug into this, or my Rockman, and go right into an amp. So that was really buzzy. So it's got a lot of volume boost you can do. And so that's the input gain up and down. So you can clean it up a little bit. It's pretty usable. This could be a really good practice tool or recording. Alright, I'm gonna hit the button and hop it up to distortion, red light, danger. Okay. Let's add the chorus. And we'll increase the gain. I'm going to put a little delay on there just for ambience. So there's the noise floor. Almost as noisy as the original Schultz Rockman X100, but yeah, it's something you got to work around for that tone. So, do I really want one? Kind of. I would probably leave it here in my teaching studio. I don't know if I'd get around to recording with it. Maybe for like a bridge on a song, I'd put in a chorus part or something. That kind of sparkly guitar would really jump out of a mix. So it might be kind of really cool to record direct in, but you're going to have to deal with the hum and the buzz. So I'm not sure what these cost, but it seems pretty cool. The MXR Rockman X100, I assume that Tom Schultz is getting paid for this. Pretty simple to operate. Kind of a nice matte black with that lovely blue. It's got a control jack, so you could put some sort of a control pedal on. Of course, I didn't take the manual or anything. I would never read a manual unless I had to. But so yeah, man, I think I'm interested in one of those, but I just don't really use pedals as much as I used to. I used to kind of cycle through them and construct big elaborate pedal boards, but I just play kind of rootsy, simple music, and I just need like maybe a slapback echo and a little overdrive, occasional bits of fuzz freak out, but generally I'm kind of a clean player, use reverb and a little bit of delay. Alright, but if you're into like Boston or some of those like Def Leppard sounds, I'm sure Def Leppard used the X100 in their on their big albums in the 80s. So it definitely has that vibe. Yes, it's compressed. It's got a rich distortion with kind of a careful EQ and, kind of a nice chorus effect. So, yeah, man, maybe you can control more parameters with that extra, some sort of a control pedal you put into it to scroll through different parameters, I guess. So, yeah, man, something to think about. Thanks, Don, for letting me take your pedal. See ya.